Hi, I'm Dr. Denise Taylor. I'm an author, a writer, a psychologist, and a Woodland owner. And my 10th book is called ThriveSpan, Walking Gently into What Matters Now. The book began to form about 7 years ago, but then I had to leave it to one side as I did my doctorate. And then I had to leave it one side as I was writing the book related to my doctorate, and to leave it to one side as I wrote Career Coaching for Midlife and Beyond. And those two books that came out were really important books. The Rethinking Retirement was enabling me to share my academic research, and the Career Coaching for Midlife and Beyond really brought together all my knowledge about that stage of life. But I've gone through a threshold. I'll be 70 next year. What really interests me is the period of life where we go beyond full in working, but we're not ready to just give up. And when we listen to what other people say, so much of it is like, keep going, keep striving, keep acting like you're 50. Or, you're older, time to relax and sort of set into a decline. ThriveSpan is for that space in between, where you still want to do things, you still want to experience things, you still want to create things, have joy, but you want to do it more on your own terms. And work may well be part of that, but it's probably not going to be the main driver. And even if it is, you might want to just take a bit of time just to look at the things that I cover in this book. And what's interesting about how I wrote it was it wasn't done conventionally. So instead of having chapters, we have paths. Instead of having chapters, we have glades. And instead of having sections, we have paths. And it's the walking gently is you don't have to follow in any particular order. You don't have to do any particular exercises. I offer you gentle invitations. You do them or not, as may be. But it's just a way of moving into later life in a different way than most other people are talking about, because we're not ready to give up. We're not stepping back in the sense of decline, but we're stepping more into ourselves, to understand ourselves, to think about who we are and what's really right for us right now. And it may be you want to continue working at the same pace for another year or more. Or it may be you really need to take a time out. Really, you just need to recover. Or it may be you're a bit like me and you take a sabbatical. I took 3 months out last year. And through that, I realised I wanted to stop doing client work and focus much more on research and writing and commentating on things that are going on. And the interesting thing for me was the space opened up. So I now write quite regularly for the newspaper, and I love writing for them and the things they ask me to write. But it also means that I can go deeper into particular topics. And over on Substack, I go and explore much deeper. So I'm writing about things that are not just on my own lived experience. Clearly that's important. But also I'm a researcher. I got my doctorate at 64, and I like digging below. So ThriveSpan is going to be available in all bookstores. And I have a lovely quote on the front from Carl Honore, who wrote Boulder, a calm, wise and subtle reflection on finding meaning and truth in later life. And I've got some longer quotes on the reverse as well. And in between each of the different glades, chapters, are interludes where they're more reflective and almost like a bridge that goes between one and another. And I love the way I've written the book. And all my early readers are like, wow, Denise, this is just like awesome, basically. And I've been having some wonderful comments over on LinkedIn and Substack about, people that are just following my writing and what I write about. Because it wasn't just the research that I did for my doctorate. Also, the whole ThriveSpan is now an academic model that was published, in a professional journal recently, all about the 60 to 80 lifespan, because we don't want to waste these years. We do not want to waste by just carrying on working until our body gives up. And then I don't think that's clearly what life should be about. But I've written 2 more academic articles as well, and both of them have been submitted for publication, and that's quite a long process, so I don't know how long it's going to take. So there's a theoretical side that underpins what I do, but I'm living it. I'm not a 30 or 40-year-old researcher doing this. I keep on telling people I'm 70 next year. I'm still 68 because my birthday is the end of August. But I just wanted to do this first video and to say, this is the proof copy. It's the second proof because this is where you have proofs to find out what needs changing. And 2nd of June, there will be more stuff shared over the coming days, and clearly after the book comes out as well. So more will follow. But for now, it's Dr. Denise in Bluebell Wood on this beautiful day where it's 22 degrees. And I so just love having time just to be in my wood. And as I arrived, one deer ran in front of me, and a bit later on there was 2 muntjacs playing, and I keep on seeing a robin. I don't know if it's the same one. I haven't seen a buzzard this time, but I've seen a couple of hares as well. It's the place that I get my sustenance, and it helps me to be more of me. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.